Hey guys, I'm DIY Brian. Today we're going to be installing door speakers in a classic Chevy pickup. I'll be covering the tips to wire them up and cut the holes in the doors. The speakers that I'll be installing are a 6.5-inch driver and separate tweeter component set from Diamond Audio. We'll be installing the tweeter a little bit higher up from the driver to direct the high frequencies to the passengers for a great sound. In 1972, Chevy did not install the speakers in the doors like they do in the latest models, which requires us to cut holes in the doors to install the speakers. To do this, we need to first cut out a template of the exact size of the speakers so that we'll be able to cut an accurate hole size to cut in the door. The speaker came with a perfect outline of the driver so that we can trace this outline on a spare piece of cardboard to make our template. I used the outline to tape to a piece of cardboard to trace the line to cut out. After you cut a hole in the cardboard, insert the speaker to make sure you get a perfect fit, then trace around the speaker and cut the template out. Alright guys, so as far as the tools that you need to do this job, a drill with a step bit in it like that, some tape, a marker, your template, and then you can cut the hole different ways. I prefer to cut it with tin snips, but you can cut it with reciprocating saws, jigsaws, but typically it's generally easiest to just cut it with some tin snips. So first, position your template where you want the speaker to be mounted. Tape the template to the door and take a Sharpie and trace the outline of the speaker to the door. Then drill holes inside the speaker outline so that you will be able to fit the tin snips into the door. Then take your tin snips and start cutting out the holes in the doors. Keep working all the way around your outline. It also comes in handy to have a couple different angled tin snips. Both the yellow and the green handled tin snips were used because they each have a different angle. It's also a good idea when working with metal to have a set of safety glasses. Now it's time to test fit the speakers to ensure the speakers fit properly. It will be necessary to trim the hole out some more so that the speaker fits perfectly. I also recommend using a metal file to file down sharp and jagged edges so that the speaker does not get damaged from jagged metal. After you cut and file the holes, it's a good idea to take some metal primer and paint the bare metal edges with a brush. Now it's time to drill the holes for the speaker wires so that you'll be able to run the wires through the cab of the truck into the door. First, drill the holes with a drill bit. Then take a step bit to smooth out the hole. Then take and smooth out the hole further with a metal file. Alright guys, so here's where I'm at. I've got the mid-base wire ran through the door along with the tweeter wire. I've taped them up together and ran them up through the door jamb, drilled the holes, and then I've got the wire here for the tweeter, which is going to mount right there, and then this wire runs down to the amplifier underneath the carpet, and we'll cut a little small slit right here for the speaker wire to come through and mount the amplifier right there. So now I've just got to go through and mount the speaker in the door, mount the tweeter there, and then go through and do the other side. Alright, before we mount the speaker in the door, it's time to make the wiring connections. This speaker system has a separate tweeter from the main speaker. So how this works is you have one set of wires going directly to the speaker from the amplifier and one set of wires coming out of the main speaker directly to the tweeter. To make these connections, crimp spade connectors onto the speaker wires and connect them to the speaker, tightening the connections using a screwdriver. Once you have made the connections, it's time to drill the holes for the mounting screws and mount the speaker. Alright guys, so to reduce the risk of putting a hole in the speaker,